Hi, this is Ben Kilbreath. You're listening to KMPS FM and HD1 Seattle. Now here's my dad with the news.
Stephen Kilbreath just got a message from his son.
Sent today at 6:52 a.m.
Hi, Dada. I threw away all your Diet Coke. April Fool. I love you. Bye.
Did you say Diet Coke?
Diet Coke, yeah. That would have been troubling.
Oh, it would have been. Okay.
How old is Ben?
3.5, or a little more than 3.5 now.
Come to terms with the fact that the new baby's coming?
He's having a little bit of an issue with that. He wants us to send it back because he wanted a little sister. But
He wanted a little sister.
Wait until that brother gets here.
Oh, my goodness.
you know, my son is kind of funny. He's turning out like me, and I don't know if that's good or not.
He has an appetite?
He does have an appetite, yes. He has a very big appetite, and he just nonstop talks all the time. But he was at school the other day, and a little boy hit him with a book.
Ooh,
yeah,
really?
and so he was telling me when I picked him up, he said, Daddy, you know, he hit me with the book. And I said, well, why? And he goes, I don't know. I share with him, and I'm a really good boy to him, and I'm really nice to him, and I don't know why he did. And I was like, oh boy, Wounded Bird Jr. Just what we need.
Wounded Bird Jr.
Stephen, I just need to know if you cried yesterday. That's what I need to know. Did you cry?
Yesterday I did, yes.
I'm not going to cry when I get to that point.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, you will.
No,
Yeah, you will.
This moment you will.
It's the new 94.1 Candy and Potter. Stephen Kilbreath's son, Ben, is now a graduate of preschool.
I know.
Yes.
If you do not like adorableness, stop listening. Yeah, if you can't handle adorableness.
So what was the part that got you choked up the most?
Well, yesterday they do walk them in, you know, like a regular graduation, and then they showed a video, which was I was on the verge of tearing up during the video, and then they asked all of the kids what they wanted to be when they grow up, and some were saying, you know, hairdresser, doctor, and all of these noble professions and things like that. NASCAR
you got
driver.
hairdresser from 4 and 5 year olds?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A horseback rider was
Fashion
a couple
designer
of them. A couple of the girls said that. So Ben was like, out of 36 or so students, he was like number 30. So they
Toward the end.
That wasn't the place he was in the class, by the way. It just was worked out. That's where he was sitting. But so they call him up and they said, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he said, I want to be my daddy.
Oh,
all right, I probably would have cried.
Cried.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Not I want to be like my daddy. I want to be my daddy, which, I mean...
Maybe genetically possible
You're
someday.
choking up right
No,
now.
I
You're
am,
like,
a little bit. That was a pretty special moment.
Does he want to be in radio? Does he want to be...
I hope not.
He wants to be a good guy like his dad.
No, I just think we have a lot of, when they're 5, you have a lot of good times together. And
Wow.
So I think that was it. Or, I don't know, he knows that I'll probably buy him ice cream on the way home if he says that. That could be too.
Also good. All right, get Stephen a tissue. Text.
This morning, we have Stephen's son, Ben.
Yes.
His number one son, right?
Number one son. Yeah.
And tomorr's his birthday.
I love them both equally.
I know that.
First
Well,
one, yes.
number one, that's why we said it. I know, you got to say that. So anyway, here's Ben. Ben Kilbreath with the school cancellations and closings for this morning, all righty?
All right, let's go.
All right, Ben, good morning, son. Hit it.
Hi, I'm Ben Kilbreath, and here are the schools that are closed. On 94.1 KMPS, Arlington, Auburn, Braeburn Gardens, Bethel, Central Kitsap, Clover Park, Emmons, Enumclaw, Everett, Fife, Issaquah, Kent. Hey, that's where Goggy and Poppy live. Lake Stevens, Marysville, Mercer Island, Monroe, Olympia, Puyallup, Riverview. Hey, wait, that's where I go to school.
No school, buddy.
Yay, no school.
Right on.
I miss Tobin, I miss you. Snoqualmie Valley, South Woodbury, Tacoma, Tukwila, Vashon Island. School closures.
Say those are some of your school closures, but my dad has the right information. Just say this one line and you'll get to play Angry Birds.
Those are your school callers, but my dad probably has better invitation. This is Ben Kilbreath signing out on 94.1 KMPS.
Yeah!
By the way, Stephen's son, Ben, called with a little message for me
Oh, really?
earlier. It was actually Amy and Ben together on the phone, was it not?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right. Here it is.
Hi, Ichabod.
Now that in itself
That's pretty cute.
Yeah,
sweet
That's
enough.
pretty cute.
What's your new Bible verse? When I am afraid, I trust in God. Yay! Want to do it again? No.
I missed it. What did he say?
When I am afraid, I
will
trust in God.
This little Bible verse.
Oh, you're sucking up to Ichabod by making your kid learn scripture, huh?
I know, isn't that great?
Wow.
Yes, we had the gun to his head.
now put
You will learn this to make me look good to my employers.
Are you a little jealous, Randy?
What?
Are you a little
Well,
jealous?
here's what happened. When this was recorded,
Tessie knows all of 1 Timothy already. Are you kidding me?
And 4th Corinthians.
Oh, yeah. In 4th Corinthians, she's got that memorized top to bottom. Come on.
4th Corinthians.
not a
yeah.
competition,
What a great book that was.
Oh, yeah, it is.
We go. Stephen Kilbreath has ecstatic news.
This
to
is
share.
life-changing stuff,
This
isn't it?
truly is
Yeah.
life-changing.
Yeah.
Stephen, this is ecstatic. Yeah. Do you want to be the one to break the news to the public?
Oh, you mean my ultrasound picture that we...
Exactly.
Not my personal one, my wife's, of course, but...
Look at that.
A new baby's in town.
Is it as exciting the second time around as it was the first time?
No.
What?
Not clearly. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm excited. I'm very
You
excited.
are as excited?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's
I mean,
very
I can
cool.
assume the woman would be as excited the second time around, but I didn't know if the guy was still. Were
Yeah.
you guys as excited for the second one?
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Really?
Dude.
Yeah.
It's
Your
you
ignorance
can't
is showing
you can't
again.
even
I don't know. I have
I know, but
one.
they
I
even-
don't
I'm
know.
trying to think of an
Question
analogy.
that.
You can't compare it's not a it's just totally different. It's another world. It's everything, and then you have your own. In our case, it was Seth. In this case, it'll be Ben who will get the high of knowing that they're getting a brother. Or do we know? I'm staring at it. I can't see anything.
No, you don't know yet. Not for a few more
It
weeks.
kind of
but
looks like a
he's-
picture of the Loch Ness monster a little bit.
Seth.
You want a girl, don't you?
I just want a healthy baby, Randy.
Oh, my God.
No, I would say, I mean, a girl. Obviously, we have a boy, so that'd be nice. to
Whoever
have
says the opposite. No, I don't want a healthy one.
no, I know. It's funny.
I'd like one with 12 toes on each foot.
if at all
So
possible.
what is that?
I mean, a freak show that could make us money. That's fine.
Wouldn't this be the cutest story ever, since it is true? It happened to Stephen Kilbreath's son, Ben. This should be public knowledge. It should be in a paper or something.
And Ben is 3.
So Stephen...
Well, he's 3.5.
Oh,
but-
3.5.
Oh,
Okay,
well.
yeah.
Oh, in fact, never mind. Then. I thought it was more precious at 3.
He's sprouting up there. No, he loves NASCAR and watches it all day, and he can't wait until Saturday or Sunday, whenever the next race is. And his favorite is Caine. We're not sure. It may be the connection locally or whatever, or the Budweiser logo on his car. I'm not sure. But
Starting young.
so he has a little. In fact, at the store, he does see Budweiser, and he goes, "Oh, that's what Caine drinks." But anyway, so he has.
Well, then it's working.
Yeah,
for Casey. That's good.
he has a little cell phone that he's usually talking to Grandma and Grandpa, or Goggy and Poppy, as he calls them, on the cell
It's
phone.
a pretend cell phone.
Pretend cell phone.
Pretend cell phone.
Yeah,
So he pretends he's talking to
It's
him.
actually a Lightning McQueen cell phone.
Now,
But
you and Enum Claw share this with Casey. His family listens. So, okay, go ahead.
Tessie's been using a real cell phone for about a year now. But we got her on the family plan. I just wanted to point that out.
all right, well, she's calling those boys. But anyway, so he's talking, and the other day he was talking on the phone, and we're like, well, who are you talking to? And he said, well, I'm talking to Casey. And it's during the race. He's talking to Casey, and the cars are going around, and he's like, oh, you're doing really good. You're driving really good. How's it going in there? And he's just having a conversation. And then somebody's talking back to him because he's clearly having a conversation, which is a little weird in and of itself. But then Casey...
Your son, dude.
But then Casey crashes into the wall. And he was like, oh, no. And it's like... so then we had to explain to him, this is why you don't talk on the cell phone while you're driving a car.
They used it as a little object lesson.
That's fun.
Isn't that
Too
precious?
funny. Casey has to hear that, dude. That's got
a
to be
great
written
story.
up or shared with him somehow. That's for you, Marj.
Thank you.
What is it about Roy?
I could write a book about Roy.
Sure.
Yeah, he's been with me through thick and thin
Oh, really? That's kind of interesting. You mean,
all my life. As long as I can remember, I've been a Roy fan.
but you associate an artist with ups and downs and all. I mean,
with ups and downs, that's true.
Wow, that's really encouraging.
Speaking of ups and downs, Stephen said you were reading the obituaries.
Oh.
Do you read that just to make sure you're not in it, or what do you do?
Sort of. When you get my age, that's what you do. Okay. You can't remember.
Now, let's all be honest. The obits are interesting.
Yeah, they are interesting.
Well, it's a small town, Anacortes, Mount Vernon, and you know a lot of people, and you don't want to miss something that happened to them.
Of course not. You don't want to miss a good funeral. I mean,
No.
She's on the funeral circuit. She hits them all.
I do not do that.
That funeral food, I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah, wakes, man.
Come on.
I only go if I knew them well, but I might send them a card.
Sure. Yeah, you're a good card sender. That is true.
Yeah. Back to Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
Season. Stephen's mom, Marj. Let's give Marj a call here.
Hello?
Mom, that took you a long time to answer the phone.
Well, you know why? I had the dog outside. And I ran.
Did the dog do all its business?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
good to hear,
a good
good to hear.
boy.
So how old is Albert? Albert the Papillon. How old is he?
He's 16 and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, and deaf. It's the first time in all my life I've ever had a dog that was deaf.
You do what do you do with it? Sign language? You write out little cue cards? What do you?
What's cute is you can be at her house and she'll still yell at the dog, even though the dog doesn't hear it.
Oh, I know. I chased him out in the street yesterday just screaming, and he couldn't even hear me, but the neighbors did.
Well, we're heading to the phone line now. I'm not sure if it's my mom on the phone or not. I just called the number and left it there because I know she's with a friend of hers. They're going out shopping for the day or doing something like that, and they needed to pull a car over. But is this Barb or my mom?
It's your mom.
Ah, okay. That's good.
Barb's right next to me, and we got off the highway.
That's
Marj,
good. You don't want to talk while you're driving.
Good.
We love you. Marj, what's the plan with you and Barb today, did you say?
Well, Barb and I think we're going to go to Alderwood.
Why is that? That's a pretty good mall.
You
isn't
shopping for arts and crafts, Marj? What are you looking for?
We're both looking for a blouse and a pair of shoes, so we're kind of looking for the same thing.
You should be saying you're looking for stuff for your son.
No. It's not your birthday till May.
Right.
My other son, I should look for Ken. It's October.
That's true. That's a good point.
Almost October.
The good son, the lawyer, actually.
There's Wounded Bird.
Wow.
Hello?
Hey, Mom.
Hi.
First things first, how was your meeting?
Oh, my gosh. I didn't get home until 11 o'clock.
Wow, 11 o'clock. That's pretty
Well,
late.
I think it was almost 11 o'clock. It was tough on me since I go to bed around 9:30.
So when did you watch Dancing with the Stars? Because you are a resident Dancing with the Stars expert.
Well, I got up this morning, and it's sort of strange at 6:30 in the morning to become emotional over the TV, but I didn't realize they were all telling stories last night. So
yeah, I caught a little bit of it. I was wondering if you were going to be weeping while watching, because I know things like that can happen. Since I'm basically a blood relative of yours, things like that happen to me as well. And I caught just a little bit of it, and it was very emotional.
oh my gosh, yes.
So who do you think is going to get voted off tonight on the recap?
Well, it has to be Chaz.
This is the week,
It should have been last time, and if it's not this time, well, I might even start voting.
Okay. We will always hold that out as a possible threat. It's always a pleasure, Marj.
Well, thank you.
What's going on today?
I have a meeting at noon, and I'm going to go for a walk in a few minutes. That's my day for today.
Too many meetings. I can't even handle it. I couldn't handle your schedule.